Yeah.
So not only the non-Burmese Abhidhamma learners, but also Burmese Abhidhamma learner too. They always ask me, sometimes they are very confused to understand about this kind of karmas. Yeah. So then I'm trying to I prepare this PowerPoint slide. I think it can be more easier to understand. Yeah. So in previous weeks, we talk about the different kinds of karma. But if we say two kinds of karma, depends on the Abhidhamma yeah, Abhidhamma method and the Suddhanta method. So out of these four kinds, yeah, by way of function, by order of ripening, by time of ripening. So these three three kinds of karmas are Suddhanta, Naya, Suddhanta method. And the last one, the by place of ripening, is according to the Abhidhamma Naya. So according to the Abhidhamma Naya, I think it's more easy to understand, it's more clear. But Suddhanta method is Suddhanta method makes the learners confused sometimes. But if you look at this slide, I think it can be easy. And even though there are many kinds of karmas, but it is given the name according to the situation. So you should understand this first. Yeah. So here, for example, ikama, yeah, ikama, good or bad. Yeah. And at the beginning, forget about the Abhidhamma method. So good or bad karma. So that ikama can be called Janaka karma if it directly produces its result. Yeah. So if not, then that karma, the karma does not directly produce its result. It's not called the Janaka karma. So if it supports other karma to produce the result, then it has another name, Abhidhamma karma. Here, what I mean is, it is not how to say. I don't know how to find the words. For example, we are different. Yeah, it's a Mr. Reimer, Miss Sally Aganyani, Sally Nandati. We are different. We are different. We cannot say we are the same, but from the perspective of the human being, we are the same, something like that. But basically, as a man, woman, yeah, monk, layman. So we have a different. We are different. But ikama isn't, according to the Suddhanta, is not like that. It depends on how it produces the result. Yeah, depending on the depends on the how it produces its result. They have the different name. Yeah, they have different name. So if it directly produces its result, it is called the Janaka karma. If it supports other karma, we don't call the Janaka karma, and we call the Abhidhamma karma. So not these two. If a karma obstructs another karma, and again we call the Upapilaka karma. And not these three. And if it is one of 5 heinous crime, yeah, etc., niyata major deity fixed around you, then it has the name of Upaghadaka karma. Yeah, it is by way of function. And that karma too, yeah, that karma too, if it is one of 5 heinous crime, etc., we call the Garuka karma. Yeah, according to the by way of repeating. Yeah, by way of repeating, and Garuka karma and weighty karma we call. Yeah, and so here Upaghadaka karma. Yeah, Upaghadaka karma. It is one of the 5 heinous crime. Here also the same, but two different names. Yeah, it can have 2 different names at the same time. Yeah, at the same time. And that karma, if that karma arises in the last thought process, and again, it is called asana karma. So, and that asana karma may have the name Garuka karma too. Yeah, Garuka karma too. And Ajna karma, habitual karma, if it is accumulated regularly and habitually. And also a karma becomes a habit, yeah, habit, and then it is called the ajna karma. So that karma, it was accumulated regularly and habitually, and it has the name of ajna karma. So ajna karma, at the same time, it may have another name, asana karma too, if it arises in the last thought process. Yeah. So you you accumulated this that karma habitually, and that habitual karma arises in the last thought process of your life, and it called the asana karma too. Yeah, ajna karma becomes asana karma. And here in this group, the last one, katata, reverse karma, if it is accumulated without seriousness, only that one sometimes is a little bit difficult, but according to the books, it is clear. Yeah, difficult. I mean, difficult means, yeah, difficult means to understand. You know, I don't know how to say the words. Yeah, I hope you understand that. According to the books, it's a very clearly written, but um, satisfy. We cannot get the satisfaction. Yeah, that from that explanation. So okay, so any karma, if it is accumulated without seriousness, it is called the katata karma. So that reverse karma or katata karma arises in the last thought process. So it has the name of the katata karma, but if it arises in the last thought process, it is called the asana karma too. Okay, so this is the by order of ripening. And the last group in the Subdanta method, yeah, by time of ripening. Okay, here too. And the first one, data, dhamma, vedaniya, is a very long Pali. And data, dhamma, vedaniya karma is a immediately affected karma. So a karma, that karma too, if it produce ahituka result in this life. So ahituka result, last week we have already discussed about that. So ahituka karma, yeah, ahituka karma is a chaku vinyana, sota vinyana, etc. Yeah, like become a successful person, good reputation, and so gets a lot of money. Like we have a we give some several stories. Yeah, story like a Pona. Yeah, Pona, after giving the alms food to the uh, uh, to the Buddha. Yeah, to the Buddha, and then in that life he becomes a very rich and wealthy man. Yeah, wealthy man. So this kind of ahituka result in this life, then that karma is called the Data Dhamma Vedaniya karma, immediately affected karma. Okay. Next one is a Upapaja Vedaniya karma, subsequently affected karma, if it produces its result after life. Yeah. After life, then that karma has another name, Upapaja Vedaniya karma. But here, the difference is, in this group, in second group, Kadata karma can be asana karma, but not ajna karma. Ajna karma, habitual karma, can become asana karma if it arises in the last thought process. Yeah, but here cannot have two different names. Yeah, you see, Data Dhamma Vedaniya karma only produce result, ahituka result, rootless result in this life. So then Upabaja Vedaniya karma produce the result after life, only that. Yeah. Okay, so next one is Apara Pariya Vedaniya karma. Yeah, Apara Pariya Vedaniya karma. This one, how to call it? I got this one. What is that? Indefinitely affected karma. Yeah, indefinitely affected karma. So indefinitely affected karma, we have already talked about that. Yeah, this one, not this life, in this life, not after life, and from the third life to from third life until you reach the nibbana. Yeah, so within that time, or within maybe thousands of life. Yeah, so a karma, if which produce its result in one of the future lives. Yeah, future lives until you reach the nibbana. So that karma is called the Abhidhamma Vedaniya karma. So it cannot get another name like the other group. Yeah, ahosi karma is a defunct karma. Yeah, so if it does not have a chance to produce its result. So about that karma too, we have already discussed about that. Yeah. So this karma too cannot have another name like in other group. So this is the Subdhanda method. Yeah. So today we will continue to the by place or repeating, according to the Abhidhamma Naya. So Abhidhamma Naya is more practical than the Subdhanda method from my point of view. It's more clear, and also it makes me so interesting, and also you can make you can apply in your meditation practice too, and daily practice too. Whatever you do, what kind of karma is I'm accumulating, something like that. You can practice and you can apply in daily life. But Subdhanda Naya, I think only the knowledge, yeah, only for knowledge. I think that's from my point of view. But Abhidhamma Naya, I like it very much, and whatever I'm doing, I look at closely what kind of karma I'm accumulating. Yeah, so today we'll continue to the Abhidhamma method. So according to Abhidhamma method 2, that karma can be akusala, kama kusala, rupa kusala, arupa kusala. Only 4 kinds. Yeah, only 4 kinds according to the Abhidhamma method. So let's continue to the Abhidhamma method. So we call in Pali Paka Thana Jaduga. Here Paka is a result. Yeah, Paka ripening. Yeah, Thana it means a place. Yeah, so 4 types of karma by place of ripening. So the first one, akusala karma, unwholesome action. And there are 3 kinds of kusala karma. Yeah, akusala is the only one. Yeah, kusala karma, wholesome action. It has 3 different kinds. The first one is karma kusala karma. So karma kusala karma is sense-pure wholesome actions. So sense-pure wholesome action. Okay, I will tell you later. And rupa kusala karma. Rupa kusala karma means the 5 material sphere wholesome actions. And immaterial sphere wholesome actions is called the arupa kusala karma. So rupa kusala can be accumulated by practicing the samatha meditation. Yeah, samatha meditation and arupa kusala immaterial sphere wholesome action too. And apart from these 2 kinds of wholesome actions, other kinds of good deeds, wholesome actions are called the karma kusala karma. Even here, but what we have to say is when you practice the samatha meditation, as long as before you reach or before you attain the jhana in the thought process, because we have already finished the VT thought process. Parikama ubacha, sorry, it's a Myanmar. Okay, parikama preliminary, parikama upachara, anuloma, and godrabu. And after godrabu, there is a jhana. There is a jhana. So even though you are practicing the samatha meditation, before you reach the jhana, all the actions or all the mental process, mental process is what is called karma kusala karma. Once you reach the jhana, so you enter upon the rupa vachara or arupa vachara kusala karma. That is another point. My point is, but you have to what you have to understand is here rupa kusala means you reach the jhana. If you when you practice samatha meditation, you reach to the rupa vachara, 5 material sphere wholesome states, then it becomes a rupa kusala. Before that, you are accumulating karma kusala only. Karma kusala. So briefly to say, if you reach the jhana states, you are accumulating one of the rupa vachara kusala or arupa vachara kusala, or any other kinds of wholesome actions are called karma kusala karma. So we will talk about that very detailed later. So here as an overview, you can note like that. Akusala is clear. There are 3 kinds of kusala, wholesome action, and when you practice samatha meditation, then you reach the jhana stage, one of the rupa akusala. If you reach the 5 material sphere wholesome jhana states, and you are accumulating rupa kusala. And if you reach to the immaterial sphere, wholesome states, then jhana states, then you are accumulating arupa kusala. All other kinds of wholesome actions are called kama kusala. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. So I think this table is will make you clear, yeah, to understand. Place of repeating of akusala karma in brief, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I should explain all these things in detail first, but I will try from the brief, yeah, from this table, yeah, from this table. I'm trying. Maybe next time when I start teaching the Abhidhamma, I may have some feedback. I don't know where should I start. Okay, so I prefer to start from here because here kaya karma. What is a kaya karma or something like that? Yeah, where I put it in very detail. Yeah, but I will go later. So. And I will tell you. I will explain I will explain. What is it? What by what's here first? Yeah, the first in the first table. Yeah, three kinds of karma. Three kinds of karma: kaya karma, vaji karma, mano karma. So kaya is a body. Yeah, bodily. Karma action. So kaya karma, bodily action. There are three. Yeah. But I know all these participants already know understood that already understood that. So please understand me because I'm targeting to the learners who is starting. Yeah, is what is it? Basic learner. Yeah. Okay. So kaya karma, so bodily action. There are three kinds, and vachi karma. And vachi karma is a verbal action. There are four kinds, and mano karma, mental actions. Yeah, action. There are three kinds. So what are the three kinds of bodily action? But here the title is 10 Dojirita. Yeah. So about Dojirita 2, you will know it later. 10 Dojirita here. Dojirita, like here, do is bad or evil. Yeah. Charita is performing. Yeah. Doing. Yeah. Dojirita, and something you are doing wrongly. Yeah, dujarita. And 10 dujarita, pana tipata, killing any living beings. Adena dana, stealing, yeah, taking others' property without permission. And kamesu mechachara, sexual misconduct. So all these three kinds of dujarita actions are called the bodily action 3. And Vajikama, verbal actions, there are four kinds. These four kinds are Musawada, lying, Pisunawada, Pisunawada, what is it? Divisive speech, yeah? Divisive speech. Parusa Vacha is a harsh speech. Sampapalapa is like gossiping, but not a direct translation, yeah? Sampapalapa, you can understand like it's a gossiping and some talk, some speech that cannot have benefits or good results. Yeah, good results. It's called the sampapalapa. And these four kinds are called verbal actions. And next one is mental karma 3 and abhijja. Yeah, abhijja, covetousness. Yeah, covetousness. Actually, abhijja, it means wishing others' property, wishing other property to be your own. Yeah, you know, and normally you saw, yeah, you see a others property, it's a very nice, oh, it's a very nice car. For example, if you see a car, very good car, and there's a, I also want that one. It's a normally, it's a greed, still greed, but we talk about the normal, unwholesome, and what is it, karma, full course of the karma. We will discuss about it later. So you see a others car are very nice. Oh, I want that. I also want that one. That's not my greed, but you wish, you were thinking about that, yeah, wishing all the time, how can I get that car? Yeah, how can I get that car? So then becomes abhijja, yeah, abhijja. So abhijja is like that. So English words sometimes we don't have the we don't reach the real meaning of the Pali, yeah. So Bhyabhada is ill will. So here too the same. You are angry. You just get angry. Is it just anger? Yeah, dosa. Yeah, dosa, mula, jeta, hatred-rooted consciousness. But Vyabhara is not like that, more stronger than that. And Vyabhara means wishing other people. You know, when you see a when you see a person you don't like, you feel something, yeah, you some kind of hatred occurs in you. But Vyabhara is not like that. I I wish you may die soon, something like that. Yeah, you may die soon, and I wish you may get arrested by the police or something like that. Yeah. So other yeah, Vyabhara is a we translate as a ill will, but a wishing, yeah, wishing all the time to get harmful, yeah, painful, something like that. It is called the Vyabhara. And Mecha deity, it is round view, yeah, round view. So this is these 10 kinds of actions are called the 10 dujjarita. Yeah, 10 dujjarita. And next column is a mula. It's a root. Yeah. So the root, there are respected root for the 10 dujjarita. For the killing living beings, it's rooted in dosa. Yeah, it's rooted in dosa. And then stealing, yeah, taking others' property, adinadana is rooted in either lobha or dosa. Yeah, lobha or dosa. You know, lobha, you want something, yeah, others' property, yeah, you want others' property. So this is lobha, greed. Because of that greed, you steal. But the dosa, you want to, you want other person and a person to become a poor. So you destroy his properties. Yeah, properties. It is called included in the adinadana. Yeah, adinadana. So not only stealing like a thief, yeah, like a thief, not like that. And you destroy others' property. You destroy and how to say others' car or property, something like that. Yeah. So adinadana may be rooted either lobha or dosa. Kamesu mechachara is lobha. Yeah, lobha. Here too, some people may argue about that. Argue, you know, and I want to how to say, destroy a family. So someone commits a karmic sexual misconduct. Is it rooted in dosa, hatred? Is it possible or something like that? Yeah. But even though at the beginning, it says he may start with hatred, but at the time, yeah, while you are committing the sexual misconduct, it is a loba, yeah, only loba, yeah. So that's why only loba, yeah, kamesu mechacha, sexual misconduct is rooted in loba only. And next, musawada, that's lying. Lying is rooted in loba and dosa. This is not no complaint, I think. Yeah. Pisunawada, divisive speech. Yeah. So Pisunawada, about Pisunawada 2, we will talk in very detail later, but here only overview. And divisive speech 2 rooted in loba and dosa. Yeah. You want, there are two persons, they love each other, but you want a love from one of them. Yeah. So then you use the divisive speech. Yeah. It is called the Pisuna Vacha. And these two rooted in loba and dosa. And Parusa Vaja is a clear, is a harsh speech, root words, rooted in dosa. Sampapalaba, loba, greed and hatred, and abhidhamma. So you are wishing others' properties to be your own. Yeah. And loba, jabada is dosa, hatred, mechadeti, loba. Yeah. So this one too, you may understand with the knowledge, information from the Chitasika, yeah, Manda factors. So deity is included in the Loba group, yeah, Loba, deity, and Mana, yeah, Loba, deity, and Mana. These three kinds are accompanied by the eight Loba, Mula, Jeta, greed-rooted consciousness. So how deity is rooted in greed. So this kind of greed is not like you want others' property, yeah, not like it, yeah, abhijja, loba, and kamesu, adinarana, not like that, yeah, not like that. Deity is strongly hold you abuse, yeah, strongly hold you abuse. Sometimes it is not the mecha deity around you, but sometimes when we look at closely, so for example, we are in the conversation, group discussion, yeah, group discussion. Sometimes I may I may I express my idea. Hey, Sally Aganyani, I think we should do that, for example. You may complain, hey, Venerable, I don't like that. I feel not good. Yeah. So at the moment, when we look at closely, we see the loba. We see our loba, greed, because I strongly hold my view is right. My idea is nice. My idea is the best. This is loba, this kind of loba. Yeah. So that's why mecha deity. Yeah. Mecha deity, a person who has around you too, they hold their idea. They hold very strongly their belief. So that's why Mecha deity is rooted in loba. So loba is not normally the people say loba it means wanting something. Yeah, like stealing, sexual misconduct, abhijja. So all these are lobha, the greed regarding with this are clear, but the major deity, some people, they don't understand why it is rooted in lobha. So lobha every day, yeah. Even in our discussion, sometimes we see our lobha, yeah. So that's why I told you that we can apply my greed, yeah, lobha, yeah, because when I have some argument from other people, when they attack my idea, I feel, I think sometimes a dosa, but before dosa, there is a lobha, because before I get angry, but there is there is a greed, because I'm holding my view is right or something like that. Yeah. So major deity is rooted in lobha. Okay. So now uh, three kinds of karma. Yeah, three kinds of karma. You understand? So three kinds of karma: vave action. Uh, it is not clearly understood. Yeah, bodily action, and maybe we can say like this is first stage, is second, and what are the three kinds of unwholesome action? Yeah, three kinds of unwholesome action. So this is 10 Dujrita. So you will understand more clearly. Oh, all these kinds of actions are unwholesome action. And next is all these 10 kinds of unwholesome actions rooted in lobha, dosa. Lobha, dosa, moha is always accompanied by and connected with all kinds of unwholesome action. So that's why moha, and we don't say dosa, lobha, and dosa. Okay, so next, way of reasoning. Yeah, way of reasoning. And firstly, we have to talk about the moment. Yeah, moment. At the beginning of this chapter, you have uh, already understood about the two kinds of moment. Yeah, Padisandhi moment and Pavati moment. Padisandhi moment is just only very short time. Yeah, very short time, and only a moment. Yeah, a moment, Padisandhi moment. After that, until you die, it is called the Pavati moment. And okay, so so this after we accumulated, yeah, after we have accumulated one of these 10 dojirita and wholesome actions, that unwholesome action will produce its results in two moments. Some unwholesome action will produce rebirth linking Padisandhi results, but some unwholesome action produce its result during the lifetime. During the lifetime, it is called the Pavati result too. Here, Padisandhi result, Pavati result. Okay, so I let me repeat again. You know, in one's life, we accumulated um, akusala and wholesome actions. So if that akusala and wholesome actions have a chance to produce its padisandhi result, Padisandhi result, how to say it, Padisanti result, it will produce Apaya Padisanti. It's a place, yeah? Apaya Padisanti. Let's forget in the middle, yeah? Okay, so the unwholesome actions which have been accumulated in the past, if that akusala unwholesome actions have a chance to produce its result, it will produce the padisanti results in 4 woeful states. Yeah, 4 woeful states. Okay, and I think if we compare with the kusala, then you will understand. And in one life, yeah, in a life, we accumulate not only unwholesome actions, but also the wholesome actions. We accumulate both. But unwholesome action does not have a chance to produce its padisanti result in apaya realm. Then unwholesome actions, yeah, and we have accumulated, it will produce its result as a poverty result. Yeah, poverty result in karma 11 realms. Yeah, and okay, yeah, it's at the beginning it might be a little for me too difficult how to explain. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think you should uh, make it clarify. You should clarify first for the Padisanti result. Yeah, Padisanti result. Okay. I should not rush. According to my experience to the to the Burmese Abhidhamma learner. Yeah. Sometimes I'm looking at Siali Aganya. Oh, I think you already know that. Okay. I may think about the absolute beginner. Yeah. Okay. So at that one, I think you clear. Yeah. If the acus unwholesome action have a chance to produce its results, it will generate Padisanti results in 4 woeful states. It's so clear. Yeah. So clear. Okay. And let's go to that. Yeah, let's go to that. So I said a moment ago, everyone has done good and bad deeds. So akusala and wholesome action does not have a chance to produce padisanti result in 4 woeful states. For example, kusala and wholesome action have a chance to produce padisanti result in one of the no, not one of them, yeah. Human, yeah, as a human being. So these 10 dujirita, yeah, 10 dujirita will produce its result as a poverty result, yeah, in human, you know, like he may become very poor, he may be very ugly, he may have a lot of difficulties in life, yeah, in life. So it's called the poverty result, yeah, poverty result. And okay, not human. So we have then akusala karma, yeah, and wholesome action, and also kama vachara, sense fear, wholesome action, yeah, and like a generosity, giving, morality. So not only these 2 kinds, but also practicing the samatha meditation. Yeah. So and he reached to the first jhana, for example, first jhana. With that first jhana, he died. Yeah, he died. Then he died. Then that rupa jhana, 5 material sphere, holes and first jhana produce patisandhi result as a first jhana Brahma. Yeah, Brahma. So then he has done a lot of unwholesome action. So that unwholesome action will produce its result as a bodhi result. Yeah, bodhi result. But very rare. Yeah, very because he may not have a lot of difficulties in as a Brahma. Yeah, but according to the Abhidhamma, for example, when that Brahma comes to the human world to see the Buddha, yeah, to see the Buddha, then he may saw a lot of unpleasant object or something like that. That's what I think. Yeah, but it's a very chance is very may have a very few. Yeah, as a Brahma. Okay. Anyway, that unwholesome action will produce its result in the lifetime of a Brahma. But in Brahma, okay, that one is later, next layer. Okay, so I hope you get that one. Okay, let's go to these 2 column. Yeah, 2 column. So, without jatas, yeah, cause jata and resultant jatas is more clear. Unwholesome action will produce patisandhi result in apaya. If does not have a chance to produce patisandhi result, if will produce bodhi result. Okay, so this one is clear. So how? So what is the cause jata? Yeah, cause jata. You kill a person, for example. Yeah, you kill a person. The killing somebody. Yeah, killing somebody is actually it is like a Sutanta method. Yeah, Sutanta method. Abhidhamma. According to the Abhidhamma, there is no killing. Yeah, there's no killing. There's no stealing. According to the Abhidhamma. Yeah, and there's a convention. Yeah, but some people argue there's a convention. Yeah, convention that's true. We can do that. Not like that. Yeah, but at the background there is something generating for killing. Yeah, generating the killing. That is a cause jata. Yeah, jata. So only a person who has the hatred can kill. So we have to look at the background. Yeah. So background is a dosa. Dosa mula jita. Yeah. Dosa mula 2. Yeah. Dosa mula jita, hatred rooted consciousness 2. Because of the hatred rooted consciousness, somebody kills somebody. Yeah. A person kills another person. So and according to this rule, yeah, it's a 2. Yeah, the cos theta must be 2. Yeah, yeah, okay. And stealing, yeah, rooted consciousness. Yeah, consciousness. This is according to Abhidhamma, only what is it? Ultimate truths. We have to deal with it. Yeah, and sexual misconduct is 8 greed-rooted consciousness. So like that, other kinds of ducharita, unwholesome actions. If we say Abhidhamically, yeah, according to the Abhidhamma, only akusala, 12 akusala jeta, we have to say, okay? Okay, so here 11 akusala and hosan, we will talk about it later. Okay, so even though we are saying 10 Dujrita, this is Abhidha and Subtanta method, yeah, Subtanta method. But according to the real Abhidhamma method, only akusala, consciousness. And if we say the consciousness always together with the mental factor Chitasika, yeah, needless to say, yeah. Okay. So 12 akusala according to the Abhidhamma method. And okay, this is a cause jeta. Because of the, I think I should say the wine only 11 akusala. Yeah. For the Padisanti rebut linking, we have to exclude odija, restlessness, because I write it here. Yeah. So 11 akusala and 11 unwholesome consciousness, excluding odija, can produce apaya padisanti, while poverty result can be produced by all unwholesome consciousness. Okay, so 12 akusala produce the poverty result, yeah, but odija cannot produce the padisanti. So according to the Abhidhamma, in Abhidhamma, it is stated odija is so weak, yeah, not strong enough to produce a padisanti result. So this one too, maybe some people may not have the satisfaction, yeah. No, why not so not strong enough, you know? But Abhidhamma, it is stated that, yeah. But there is some logic. There is some logic. To produce a padisanti result, it has a reason. It is a void of powerful jetas, such as lobha, dosa, deity, mana, esa, macharia, kogocha, and vichikecha. So it's a very logical, very logical. So these kind of unwholesome mental factors are very strong in daily life too. In daily life too. So odija is not connected with this. You know, I hope you remember in the second chapter, Chitasika, yeah, Chitasika. So Odaja Chita, yeah, restlessness, the consciousness, maybe seven universal, yeah, Pasa, etc. 7 universal, and Vitaka, and Vichara, Adhimauka, and Viriya, no piti, yeah, no piti, and Chanda, no Chanda, too, yeah, no Chanda too, and Moha, Ahirika, Anotapa, and Odija cannot, we cannot say Odija is accompanied by Odija, so that's why only that. So 3 lower group, no. And 4 dosa group, no. No Tinameda, no Vichikecha. So only that. So that's why it is a vital, powerful Jadas. Loba, dosa, deity, mana, esa, majriya, kokocha, and Vichikecha. So that's why, and out of the 14 unwholesome mental factors, it is the weakest. Yeah, it is said like that. Okay, so that is one reason. Another one, so this one too, another one too is so logical. Okay, so when you practice the Vipassana meditation, you reach the Sotapaddi Magga state. And okay, so you become the Sotapaddi Magga Phala person and you die with it as a Sotapanna. Sotapanna. So what Sotapanna eradicated? Yeah, Sotapadimagga eradicated only Ditti, round view, and Vicikiccha. Yeah, Vicikiccha. So if the Odicca and Odicca can produce the Padisandhi result in Abhaya. So we have to say Sotapanna may be Sotapanna may go to hell. Yeah, so that's so logical. So if the Odicca have the potency, yeah, potential to become to produce Abhaya Padisandhi, yeah, potential to produce Abhaya Padisandhi, we have to say Sotapanna may go to four woeful states. So that's why, yeah. In addition, Odicca is not included in Akusala Citta, which Sotapadimagga eradicated. So that's why it should be understood that Odicca cannot give Abhaya Padisandhi. This I write it down according to the Attasalini Attakata. Yeah. So that's why we exclude the Odicca. Yeah. So excluding the Odicca, only 11 akusala and wholesome actions can produce Abhaya Padisandhi. Okay. So in the Padisandhi moment, what is Padisandhi resultant jhatas? Yeah. What is the Padisandhi result jhatas of what is the Padisandhi resultant jhatas of the akusala and wholesome jhatas? Yeah, cause jhatas. Okay. So no, my question, my question. Okay. I will tell again. What kind of Padisandhi results? Yeah. What kind of Padisandhi results? 11 akusala may produce the Padisandhi result. Okay. So 11 unwholesome action may produce Padisandhi results in Abhaya. But what kind of Padisandhi jhata? Yeah, what kind of Padisandhi jhata? So Padisandhi jhata, there are 19 plus 1. Yeah, 20 kinds of Padisandhi. We have already talked about that. So here, result jhatas, akusala, vipaka, upekha, santirana. Yeah, akusala, vipaka, but upekha, santirana. And wholesome resultant investigating consciousness accompanied by equanimity. It's a very long, yeah. So Pali, yeah, Pali is more easier than English, yeah. Akusala vipaka upaka santirana. It's a resultant jhatas of the 11 akusala and wholesome jhatas. So in 4 woeful states, there is only one kinds of Padisandhi jhata. Yeah, that also we have already finished. Okay, so this is for the Padisandhi moment. And for the poverty moment, yeah, poverty moment, about that too, we have already talked about that, is in case, yeah, in case the unwholesome action we have accumulated before does not have the chance to produce Abhaya Padisandhi. For example, we will become a human or deva. So this 10 dojrita will give a result as a bodhi result. Yeah, bodhi result. He will follow to human form. Yeah. If you become a deva, that 10 dojrita will follow you to the celestial plane. And like if you become a human being, that 10 dojrita will make you poor, difficulties, and ugly, or something like that. Yeah. And intelligence, yeah, not a wise person, or something like that. Yeah. And Deva too. Yeah, Deva too. And even though you become a Brahma, that akusala cannot stop following you. Yeah, always follow you. He may, I remember, yeah, in the text, that Brahma has not so bright, what is it? Rays, yeah, rays. Um, does not have a very highest power, yeah, highest power. He may not have because of the 10 unwholesome action. This is a bodhikama. And also some Brahma have a lot of power, some some has not, yeah, have not. So this is the bodhi result. I think we'll stop here, and then we will continue in next time, yeah, about that too. Yeah.